at this point, then we have Keech, who yeah, is definitely injured a little bit by this, and is going to he will quickly see that Ibuda was affected as well, and he will turn and shout, "It must be him." Ibuda is going, "You see, you see," right? And the Keech is going to be shooting at you. So what you need to
How do
do
we live?
is roll your defense. You just saw what this gun did, I might add. So let me quickly find the fun part here about where you hit people. Here we are. And so what you need to do is you have, where did it go? Oh, this is so irritating. Hold on. One moment. I knew I should have made a little cheat sheet for combat. And then I read it again and I said, oh, that's easy. I don't need to write it down. I can just remember that. Okay, it is quite easy. Okay, Max, you will start with 3. Okay, 3 dice.
Okay.
Now, you can also add your dodge skill, but that's a physical skill, so you don't have it. So that's too bad. You just have your 3 dice. If you have a dodge, or you can use your dodge skill to add to your defense, okay? But at the moment, you don't have your dodge skill because you are not in your own body. And so on Xenos, it's the agility of the host. Never mind. I just found the part on it's much easier when you're on Xenos. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the current agility of the host and you're going to roll all those dice, okay? And in the meantime...
So it's 6 in agility, so I'll roll 6 dice.
Yes, and meanwhile I have to come up with the proper target, which is their attack, which is actually quite easy to get. It's going to be... yes. Tell me if you get good or better.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I got a 6.
The total
What
is 6?
Is a 6.
Are you sure?
Please say yes.
You threw out the 4, 5, and 6, right? And added all the 1s and 2s.
I only have 3 2s. I have 3 2s.
Okay. So what you get is just enough. Just enough as you are reacting against having this gun pointed at you. And you have just enough agility to move enough so that the effect goes right past you and shatters a building window behind you. You just moved enough so that you had to beat a good and you got a good. So you can feel the death go right past you. Okay, so and remember, you are in this soldier's body. You have weapons of your own and things like that. All right, so that just happened. And so then the next person to go is going to be, I guess it is actually Ibuda. And so at this point, Ibuda just opens his mouth to its fullest extent, which, as you can imagine, is quite an amazing sight, right? And screams, "For Ebu!" and launches a rocket at you.
Okay.
So you have at this point, you only have so many agility dice that you can add, but that's not relevant here. Okay. Special roles, hidden, cooperative, right? Competitive. I just want to check a couple of things. Extended. How is this going to work? I just want to check on what happens with multiple attacks in a single round. Okay.
Can't we get out of here in between?
Well, we are waiting for no, because their quickness came right after one another. Okay, so we're going in that order. So
when it's my turn, I think I will fix this.
In this case, I know what to do. In this case, you are rolling again with the same dice, but I am increasing it by one step. Now you have to get great or higher. Or not. Well, no, you would have to get passable. So you have to get good again. Ordinarily, to beat the rocket, you only need passable. It's not as accurate as the rifle, but this is your second dodge, so it has to go up. So can you get good or not?
Hopefully. 1, 2, 2. 3 is counted or not?
3s are counted.
3 is counted.
Yes.
Okay, then I have 9. So it's an awesome.
That is so annoying. All right. Apparently, and most aggravating, you have caught the feel of this body now. The fact that you just got out of the way of that rifle shot, you land in kind of a balanced way, right? You're like, okay, I feel it. I get the body now. You are starting to get it. And then you can see the rocket coming and this guy shouting for Ebu, and you are already, I think you are just already, right, going, right? And so that means that the rocket explodes, and the two of them are starting to yell to their men to, do something. The men were completely out of this. The soldiers were completely out of this situation because they thought they were going to start shooting each other. They were getting ready to shoot each other, and all this has changed everything. All the soldiers, the progeny and the cyborgs are kind of like pointing their guns at each other, and now they're looking at the commander shooting at the same guy, and they're completely confused. They're like, what happened to our gang fight? So that's why they're not doing anything this time. I forgot to mention that before, but that's the situation. They're going, what? So the next person to go,
what?
Yes, will be.
Must be me.
Well, to do that, I would have to have the piece of paper that I want, and we all know what that means. There we go. The next person actually is going to be, along with, the next person is indeed you. Hola, go ahead. Neng Song.
We are jumping in time. We are time traveling.
What is the cost?
But there's a problem.
What is
the cost? Is only one.
Okay.
There's only one.
Take the cost off something, Max.
Yeah. The problem is that into the future time travel minus passable.
It's a way of getting degrees of effect. We are seeing how many steps you get past passable.
All right, because that's very important, I think.
Yes, it's a slightly different resolution. Correct.
Yeah. So that means that I roll my knowledge. That is...
Max, did you take off the
5?
point? You're beginning to wonder how much action this body can really handle from this point forward.
Yeah, I took away from strength.
Uh-huh.
All right, do I roll?
Yes, you do.
And it's not a very good result. It's an inferior, so it's not actually past.
Oh no!
Past well. So we travel back in time instead? No?
You do not.
No, we travel. Does that mean fail, or does it mean just a few seconds forward?
It means fail.
It means fail.
Yes. Rolling passable is a 0, and that is the minimum result.
So
that would have been a really good idea, but that's not what happens. So what happens is there is all of you feel a strange distortion, but nothing apparently seems to happen. Okay. So then yes?
I say fuck in Chinese.
Excellent. And so then the next...
I think we get a feeling.
Yeah. Frustration or and kind of anxiety, death.
Yeah, he tried something and it would have been awesome, he thinks. Okay, so Nadia,
Yes.
what on earth are you going to do?
Anything that takes us away from here.
As in fact.
Can I use my mind stuff? Or is that impossible?
Yes, of course.
Then I think I should bargain. Because there is another.
Well, you can bargain with
people are
Max,
shooting.
but you can't, or with another cricket, but you can't bargain with one of these guys because you cannot speak.
The one we want to. Part of this mission was get back.
Then I think persuade.
But I mean,
Persuade to who?
What?
Max.
Okay.
Or Margaret.
Okay. What will you persuade Margaret
Get home.
to do?
To go home. That it's safe.
Okay.
To our own bodies.
Let's take a look at the skills just to be sure about using them on one another. The phrasing in this game is very careful with its skills. It's very useful, I have found, to take a slightly legal approach to the description of the skills, to see exactly what they do. And what it says: sway an individual or a group by playing on their emotions. It can be used to persuade an individual to accept an idea or certain course of action. The rules do not really make it clear about how it will affect other player characters. I am willing to say that these things can affect other player characters for one action. You can sway somebody for one action, and if they disagree, they will kick themselves for obeying or for agreeing for a moment. Do you see what I mean? Right? So that means that you will have to, if Margaret doesn't want to leave. Margaret, do you want to leave to go back to Earth or not?
I'm pretty sure Margaret wants to leave right now.
Okay, so you probably don't want to.
Or maybe she thinks this is fun. I'm not sure.
You need to decide. In other words, does Nadia need to persuade you or not? Tell us.
I think she noticed that nobody wants to stay, I guess. So she understands that everybody wants to go and she's gonna go with them.
Okay.
So she's not that
okay, so Emma, Nadia's not giving you any trouble with this. So are you going to simply say let's go home? Is that your idea?
Yeah.
Okay. And the last person is, and this is great because Margaret is the boss at the moment and is the last person in the quickness order, which I think is kind of amusing. So at this point, we then ask you, and I'm going to go straight to the little TransEgo area about going home, just to be clear about this. Returning home from Xenos is easy. All awake crickets and the boss must agree. If they do agree, they will return to Earth on their next turn. Any character who does not want to return must be suppressed through a battle of wills. And
I'm totally fine with returning.
Okay. No, Margaret, it is your turn right now. If you want, everybody can go. Albert, do you agree? Will you participate in returning home?
Yeah, I will.
I'm waiting. Yes, but I'm waiting for Nathan to tell us.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you will.
I mean, I have one question.
Yeah.
Because I skipped my turn, can I move at the end? Or
Yeah,
just
we'll
go?
let you go now if you want to. What is it?
Because I'm thinking that I can use one of my power to basically do a time shift, which means that we can go in the future for a few minutes.
You have
See what
time
happens,
shift as well.
and come back.
Okay. Go ahead and try. It has.
So-
What is the cost?
Because if
You
I
have time
fail,
travel too?
then we go back. If I succeed, then we have a few rounds to figure out what to do.
So
What do you think?
Yes. What is your talent? Esper.
Its talent is Esper. And this is
Esper
time
has
shift.
time shift. It's slightly different. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, hold on. No,
So-
you gain. Listen, please.
Yeah.
You can gain a very accurate. Okay. Go ahead and use this. Yes, the cost is 2, so you have to tell Max 2.
Which is not a big deal if we leave after that.
Right. We hope. Yes. And roll your agility.
Agility, which is 5. And I need to do more than passable. 1, 2, 3. Which is an inferior, which is we don't move anywhere.
Oh, no.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
So we can go back home.
Okay. Good enough. All right.
I tried.
Yes, good enough. That
And
would have
the
been very
body's very
interesting. Let me
bleeding.
explain what would have happened. Let's say that you got 6 minutes into the future. You would not go 6 minutes into the future. We would play 6 more minutes of fictional time, and then I would put you back where you started, and you would have to do it again, just with knowledge of what would have happened. So you could have jumped home and started to talk to people and everything, and then I would snap my fingers and you would be right back in front of those weapons. I was looking forward to that. Yeah.
Question. What happens if we
So they're
die
slightly
within
different.
the 6 minutes?
What did you say?
We
If we die in the 6 minutes,
Well,
what
I
will
would
have
just
happened?
count. I would let you sit there, and then I would count on my fingers until 6 minutes were passed in the fiction, and then I would snap you back.
Yeah, but if we die, then the power is still active or is it
Yeah.
gone?
No. You
Okay.
first of all,
We can just
the
go back
body,
and we are dead and
the
we are not dead
body
anymore.
would die,
Okay.
and you would be trapped in
Okay.
it. So you would have several horrible minutes, and then you would come back. Okay,
Oh, okay.
right. So,
Okay.
and don't if me. We will if later, not now. Okay. So, let's do the effect then. All of you, open your eyes in the in your beds. And I'm going to say that in particular, Margaret is going to suddenly have a severe physical reaction because the body is in a different position from the body that she was in. So you will instantly attempt to put your body into the same position that it was in on Xenos. Right. And of course, that's why they have strapped you down. You don't injure yourself, but it's a horribly uncomfortable thing, right? As you feel this disconnection there. The rest of you open your eyes and you realize that it's impossible to tell how much time has passed. The room is different. There is a technician who is sitting there, and there is a medical staff person who's taken over the bed that's not being used. There are 6 of them, right? 6 of these pods. Well, they have just lain down in it for a nap without activating it. So now they are getting
I
up
have a
and starting to move
question.
around. Yeah. Mhm.
Do we remember what happened on Xenos?
Oh, yes. Everything.
Tell me when the restraints are gone.
Okay. I
Can
will.
Can we? I really have to stop now because she's.
Yeah, we
running
will. But I
through-
want to hear what Helma does. What does Claire do?
What I does? What
No,
Claire
what
does?
Claire does. Yes.
Is as soon as she can get up, she's going to go over to Margaret's bed and she's going to try to beat her up.
Oh no. Okay.
Period.
We will begin with that next time. I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So-
hope I'm unstrapped as well.
No, well, yes, we will see how
You
this
don't know.
goes.
Oh, no,
You know
no,
what?
Bean died, right? What
I
happened?
don't give it.
Yeah, we will find out. Okay, that is excellent. I
I
will
think
look
you
forward
messed
to
with the
this.
wrong girl.
We are going to have a very
I
interesting
did
time.
what I could.
All right, everyone. I will send you. I will
I'm
owe
not
you
here
some new
because I
skill
want to.
points. I will send you in the chat how our new skill points. And
I put
then,
all on quickness.
Okay, and Emma, how are you doing?
Good,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So anyway, welcome to role playing for an unusual
Yeah. And
version.
welcome to the Chaos Club.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, everyone. I will see you next week. Take care.
Yeah.
See you
Bye.
and thanks
Good
for
night.
tonight. It was really
Bye.
fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.